Hello and welcome, my name is TyrionLanstr. Alright folks, today I want to take a dive into rebel leaders, and I'm going to be honest with you guys, this video is going to have a lot of math. But what I want to discuss here is the basic cost-benefit analysis of attacking different rebel leaders. So right now I don't have any of my expedition gear on, and I just want to show a level 6 rebel leader costs 3,000 motivation to attack. But if I put my new expedition gear on, and I'm partially making this by the way because I now have both of the gold pieces of Mountain Clan gear that give me my 5% reduction cost, so I'm getting a full 10% reduction. If you do, I think there's also another bonus I'm getting that's giving me a full 20% reduction, because now if I look at a level 6, it goes down to 2,500. So it is a full 500 reduction. It's pretty considerable. Instead of doing all of the rest of them, I just went ahead and made a note for all of you so that you could see them right here on the left. Okay, so as we can see, level 6 with reduction is 2,500, without it's 3,000, and you can see all of the others here. So what I've marked here for us is that a lot of alliances that are, kind of at the top of the game will treat a level 6 rebel leader as 3 level 5s. Others that are not quite at that tier yet will often treat a level 5 is equal to like 2 level 4s. It kind of depends. I know some treat them as more than others. It honestly kind of depends. I've seen some that say that there were 3. I've seen some that say level 6s are worth 2. It's just kind of up to your alliance. I think that for the most part, though, I think that this is a pretty fair. I think, honestly, a lot of people say there were 3. Let's just go with 3 just to be kind of even and make some math a little bit easier on us. But so what I want to go through, and to be clear, for lower level accounts, obviously, you're probably not even bothering with level 5s or 6s. Focus on doing level 4s, like that's what's good. What I want to talk about right now is which type of rebel leader you should be trying to kill in order to be maximally efficient. So let's make the following disclaimers. If you have gold reduction gear, you're probably able to pretty reliably 2-shot a level 4, 3-shot a level 5, and level 6s depend a lot on which type of leader it is. I would say, depending on the right one, you might be as good as 5 or 6, and the wrong one's probably as bad as like 8 or 9. It just sort of depends. But operating with a understanding of maybe, between 6, 7, for most level 6s, maybe 8, is probably a pretty fair approximation. So, let me start by saying this. If you can one-shot a level 4, you should pretty much, if you're in an alliance where you're doing either level 4s or 5s, and you can one-shot a level 4, you should do that. Because if you think about it, if it's going to take you 3 shots to hit a level 5, well then, that means that 3 level 4s cost less than 3 at 1,800, right? 3 times 1,400 is less than 3 times 1,800. Nothing too crazy there. I think it's fair to say, though, that most people can't one-shot every single time. So you then need to do the math of, okay, how often am I one-shotting it versus 2-shotting it? Because basically every time you have to 2-shot it, it would have been better for you to have just hit a level 5. Because again, a level 5, you pretty much should always be able to 3-shot it. Now, as a caveat, if you can 2-shot a level 5, it all of a sudden becomes way better to hit those level 5s, right? Because there's no way that you can hit, that you can get that kind of like 1 level 5 for 3 level 4s ratio, be better to do the level 4s if you're 2-shotting level 5s. I mean, that's 3,600 total. Even if you're one-shotting every single level 4, that's going to be a worse deal than just 2-shotting level 5. So it's all about this analysis of which can you do at a higher frequency. But if you are always going to be able to, if it's always going to take you 2 shots to level 4, always going to take you 3 shots to level 5, hit the level 5s. It's way better. Now, on level 6s, it's a little bit interesting. So 2,500 is 700 more motivation than a level 5. But there's the trade-off of, okay, if you can hit that level 6 and kill it in 6 shots, so let's do that really quickly, 2,500 times 6. What does that equal to? it's equal to 15,000. Math check me if you want, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. So that would be the equivalent, because doing 1 level 6 is worth doing 3 level 5s. If it takes you 3 shots to kill those level 5s, that would take you 9 level 5s. So doing some quick math here, we've got 9,772, so that's 612. So that's, I'm 90% sure I'm right about that. Yes, I am. 16,200 total motivation to get that same amount in level 5. So if you can do it in 6 shots, it's worth it. If it takes you 7, that bumps us up to 17,500, and all of a sudden it's better to be doing the level 5s. So in terms of what is most efficient for your motivation, it all depends on whether it takes you 6 or 7 shots to kill that level 6. Anything more than 7, it's going to be way better to just kill the level 5s, do them in 3 shots, that's fine. Now, here's what's interesting. If you do 6, but let's say one of the level 5s you're able to do in 8. So this goes back down to 1,500. And if I can get 3 level 5s killed in 8 shots, meaning 2 took me 3 shots and 1 took me 2 shots, I got kind of lucky, whatever happened, right? So now our math is going to be that this is 1,800 less, so that is going to be 14,600. Is that right? No, 14,400, sorry. Yeah, that math's right. Okay, so I'm going to be at 14,400 motivation, and it's a little bit better. So again, the analysis is, can I ever get a level 5 shot? Can I ever kill a level 5 in just 2 shots? If so, I should be doing the level 5s. But if I can't necessarily get them done in 2 shots, if it's going to take me 3, but I'm able to very consistently get a 6 shot done with a level 6, you should be doing the level 6s. Now, the other caveat that I want to include is that most people don't really benefit from killing level 5s outside of giving their alliances chests. You're probably not needing that material anymore. Most people have all of that material done. Whereas the level 6s give us the new kind of red gear materials that you want. If we go over here, the Battle Diamond and the Fantastic Dust, you may want that stuff, and so it might be worth it to you to spend a little more motivation in exchange for getting some of these new materials. That should be the basic analysis, though. Is it worth it to spend a little more motivation to get that material if you're not able to 6-shot it, or if you're able to hit level 5s at a much higher frequency? But I hope this was helpful in just breaking down for you guys what the costs are of these things. Again, you can do the math again with no reduction. It's just, I don't think anyone should be using no reduction. I think if you're able to hit level 5s and 6s, you must have pretty good Mountain Clan gear, or else it's going to take you so long to kill them. You should be hitting lower level rebel leaders, because it's going to take you too many hits. So I'm kind of assuming people have that gold reduction. But I hope this makes sense to all of you as to when you should be hitting level 5s versus when you should be hitting level 6s, and then if you're in an alliance where it's level 5s versus 4s, when you should hit 4s versus 5s. I'll say that pretty much any account that has maxed gold reduction should pretty much never be hitting level 3s. I don't even think you should be hitting level 4s. I think you probably can one-shot level 4s, but it just depends on your account and what you're doing. But I hope this helped you all. I hope you learned something about how these rebel leaders work and what the math should be looking like. I really like this math type of breakdown, so I hope you all did as well. But until next time, my name is TyrionLanstr, and I'll see you then.